Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Line gets set. First down. The inside handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get in the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Nowadays, it's the norm. Running quarterbacks, we're scrambling around all over the field. Really nice job sending a message early. You're going to earn these yards. You're going to take some hits. Nice job delivering that message.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He spins that thing down the middle. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. On target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Here comes that Alabama offense. On the move, it's Haynes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The running back has it. Oh, gave the defender the business. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He'll take the deep shot. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Michigan 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Makes a connection. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field, you get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ball game.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Prentice. Touchdown, Alabama! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, Texas and Texas A&M share a state and a recruiting base and a conference, not to mention one of the best rivalries in college football.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the... He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Prentice. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking deep down the right side. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's looking on the right side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Running back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. This time on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He fires it out to the right. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown time! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Got the back over the middle. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. The quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's got his man. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
off the play fake. Pressure coming. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Absolutely perfect.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Loveland. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the option. Now the toss. At midfield, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They run the reverse. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I like how creative this offense is being. They're trying to get this receiver out into space using the jet sweep here down in the red zone. Good call.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got a man. It's Williams. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Bulls his way forward. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. 2nd and goal coming up. Quarterback looks for a little space. Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks.
Off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wolverines.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Here's the handoff. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Pulls it in. It's long.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
The jet sweep pass. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 35, Michigan 24.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? And this drive, you did.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by just 2 to Florida Atlantic. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throwing right. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.